I know most of you purists out there will sit there and go, but James, I, myself, would never deviate from my diet, would never stop my training just because somebody violently robbed me with a deadly weapon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that remember the contest we did with Dylan, the one that we just advertised James Hung's results in a previous video, we have another competitor. Her name was Stephanie, who we had a good 6 weeks with to train over this fall, and then real life got in the way and made it really difficult to continue. Stephanie is I would imagine 5'3", and she started the program at about 125.4 pounds, which is approximately 57 kilograms in metric. Her lowest weight during about the 6 weeks was about 55 kilograms, which is about 121 pounds. And her highest weight at the very, very end of the program, after we finished by several weeks, was about 127.6 pounds, or about somewhere around 58 kilograms. And you'll see, though, at the very, very end of the program that she actually, even after a few weeks of being basically off the diet, she actually looked better at the higher weight than she did at the lower weight originally. I'm just going to show you basically her response. Basically, I asked her to do a video for me, just describing her kind of impression with the whole idea of working out more intensely and losing some weight and really, really dieting. And so she's got like a 12-minute video on that. All throughout the video, I inserted progress pictures to force you to actually have to watch some of it. And also little notations during it. Also, and at the very end, there's another little slideshow that just shows the progress that she had in that 6 or 7 or 8 week period. And she really made good results. I thought, if you kind of looked at it, you would have thought, and I'm not a girl, but if I was a girl, I'd be thinking, when we started, it would be like, well, maybe I want to go out tonight on a Friday night, or maybe I wouldn't want to go out tonight on a Friday night, depending on how I'm going to look in this dress. But after we finished about 6 weeks, I thought, you know what? I could definitely go out on a Friday night, and I could definitely wear a nice little cocktail dress or something like that, and feel very, very comfortable in it. That's kind of what I got out of that progress. And I think if we had even longer, she'd have done even better. She'd have gotten stronger. She'd gotten fitter. It would have been a sleeker look as everything started adjusting. And what's kind of interesting, too, you'll notice that as her weight kind of actually goes a little bit back up again, you can see how the change in the way you distribute glycogen in water really makes it different than how you look, even though your weight is pretty similar with, I guess we would call that recomping, right? But I would just call it like working out. So without further ado, we'll go and we'll watch Stephanie's video all the way through. Please kind of watch it and kind of listen for it too, because you might be in the position, men, where you're asked to train a woman. So knowing kind of what she might want to do and where she might have some problems could be useful for you, because I don't know about you, but I must get that question 5 times a week. Okay, and I did want to point out that the reason why she couldn't continue and the reason why it got really difficult was she was actually robbed at gunpoint, and all her stuff was taken from her while she was leaving school one day. Now, I know most of you purists out there will sit there and go, but James, I, myself, would never deviate from my diet, would never stop my training just because somebody violently robbed me with a deadly weapon. But I think in this particular time, we should make an allowance and maybe give her a bye. Thank you, and keep continuing to listen, please.
Hi James. I hope. Sorry for send you this too late, but I hope this can help you with your video and for showing my progress. Well, I'm going to start talking about being trained by you. Well, hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm a 20-year-old animation student. I got trained by James since September of the last year, but I do not go like the 3 months that he told me that he was going to be training me. It was like just a month of serious training, because it was like my fault, because I was like not there because of school and exams. As is my first year of university, I got like very stressed, even though in the first month I made very good progress. Forgive a bit of background. I I had been training by my own for 2 years, lifting weights and doing some cardio. I I really like to learn and to read about training. I already know the basics like how to lose fat, that is being in a caloric deficit, for gain mass in a surplus, not doing like so much cardio or just cardio because you're going to lose your muscle and that kind of stuff. So I used to train by my own, and I was like not eating bad at all because I really like to eat like very clean. But like the last months before getting coached by James, I was like not eating enough protein because I wanted to be vegan, and I was like not getting to my right amount of protein, and I just got skinny fat, and that's how I started with James. So what he did was, first of all, check my actual physique. I sent him some photos, and he told me that what I wanted was to lose a bit of fat, get leaner, and to gain muscle. I just wanted to get like a bikini competitor girl, not in that level, but kind of like that line of body. And then he checked my training. I sent him how my training looked like, and it was like very high volume for the lower body. I used to train like a lot the lower body and not so much the upper body, and it was like very high in volume. I was like not so much time in the gym. I was like an hour and a half, and then doing like 10 or 15 minutes of cardio. And but when I trained, nothing was organized. I just saw a new machine, and I was going there, and another one with a lot of weight, but I was like not actually progressing. So I told him that, and he gave me a new schedule and a new plan of training. He reduced the amount, but he told me that my workouts have to be very intense because we were doing supersets. So he told me you can do full body workouts for keep working each body part within a 24-hour of time, and or you can separate them into upper and lower, but I decided to keep going into full body, and that helped me a lot because I had more time for doing cardio because he recommended me to walk an hour per day. So that's what I was doing, and I really saw progress in the gym and in my body, in my strength. I was sore, but not like I used to because I just can barely walk. I could barely. I can. Sorry, English is not my first language, so I hope to not have like so much errors talking. I could barely walk when I was training by my own, but with James I was sore, but not in that level, and I was seeing really progress. I was lifting more weight, and I was just feeling very great. My body was changing, and well, talking about diet, I sent him a like how I used to eat, and I track my macros and my calories for 3 days, and then send them to him. And he told me that to level up my protein, so I got like very high in protein, and he was just like playing and changing my amount of carbs and fats. And it was very good because I was really not getting enough protein, and that eating that amount of protein, it was like not so high, but I mean higher than I used to. That helped me to get really and good progress. And I mean um, passing like a month of training with him, I got like several problems with school. Well, not problems, well, I just get more busy, and I just was not tracking my food, sometimes not walking the hour or not going to the gym. But he always was like, okay, if you can't go to the gym, you are going to do this. Or if you have like a treadmill in your house, you can run for this time or walk more. And that was what I did. And I was watching like very good progress, and everything was going very good. And then I got robbed of my laptop and my cell phone, and I lost contact with him, and that was when I messed up everything. And then we got again contact. We got again into the training and the diet. Holidays were very near, and he just told me, well, you did very good progress in the time that you have been trained by me, but we can just restart passing holidays. And I told him, well, I just will keep maintaining how I look, even though I gained a bit of fat. I have to be like very honest, but that was because I messed up everything. But everything was very, very good. I mean, having a coach like James Williams is very nice, because he really helped you. He knows a lot of this of training and a lot of nutrition, and he knows what your body needs depends of how it is looking and how are you feeling, because he was always asking me, how do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was like, well, this day I don't feel so good. I feel like with less energy. He told me, well, tomorrow you're going to increase your carbs into this amount. And I was like, okay, very good. So he helped me a lot, because by my own I was like, I didn't know exactly what to do, even though I know how to do a caloric deficit or surplus, or how to train. And I mean, it was like a very good experience, and I really liked it. And it was like the first time that I saw really good progress with a coach, because like another background, I used to be a fat kid, so I lose like so much weight, like 20 pounds in a very short time, so my body got like very weak. So by then I just was getting there by my own. Then I got another coach, not James, another one, and well, another 3 ones before him, and I saw like a very I barely see progress, just like talking about strength, but not physically, because they do not know so much about diets and how to eat, or what to eat, or what amount of carbs, protein, or fats. So that's it. Thank you, James.